Hello people and welcome back to Bass Trending Gist, the channel where we bring you the hottest and the most talked about stories on the internet. The search for justice for the late singer Mohbad is still ongoing, and just when we think we've heard it all, a new piece of information drops that could change everything. You all remember that Verydarkman recently had a detailed interview with Mohbad's close friend, Primeboy. Well, following that interview, Verydarkman has just released a new video, and guys, the claim he is making are incredibly serious. He says that based on a chat Primeboy showed him, he is now convinced that Mohbad's wife, Wunmi, is hiding a lot. He even claimed that Mohbad may have died earlier than we all were told. In this video, Verydarkman presents his argument based on a WhatsApp conversation between Primeboy and Wunmi and Mohbad's wife, which happened September 11, 2023. Remember, the world was told that Mohbad passed away on September 12th. Verydarkman is asking everyone to put sentiment aside and look at the fact he is presenting. He believed this chat is a major key to unlocking the truth. Let us watch what he has to say. Please pay close attention to his breakdown on the timeline and the evidence he presents. Sit back and take a watch.
Alright, so Primeboy showed me a chat between him and Mohbad's wife a day before Mohbad died. Now, from this chat Primeboy showed me, it's very, very obvious. I am convinced that Mohbad's wife is hiding a lot that has to do with the death of Mohbad. Also, please, before I post the chat, I want to beg you people that you should please watch this video without sentiment. Forget all those Verydarkman bring DNA and all those talks. Please just use an open mind to watch this video. And again, I did not just get the screenshot, I also screen recorded the chat. Make una no talks in AI. Furthermore, with this chat alone, I am very much convinced that the police that was in charge of this Mohbad case was compromised based on this chat, because Primeboy said he showed the police this chat. Do you understand? Now, let's go back to when Mohbad died. As you can see on Google, Mohbad died on the 12th of September 2023 was when they announced that Mohbad had died. But from this chat, I have a reason to believe that Mohbad did not die on the 12th. Mohbad actually died on the 11th and not on the 12th. Let's go back to the chat now. As you can see, before it got to this chat that I want to play, Primeboy said him and Mohbad had a quarrel in the show on the 10th, which was on a Sunday. Their Ikorodu show, him and Mohbad had an issue. What led to the issue is that they were talking about girls, him and Mohbad. Then Mohbad's wife now puts her mouth and say, you Mohbad, you self, you know the follow woman. Mohbad can't say, why did you put your mouth? So they now started going back and forth. Primeboy said, he will tell them to stop. When he comes down from the car to go and check on the artist performing, if he comes back, they'll keep quiet. If he goes outside, they'll be quarreling. Because he was putting his mouth, Mohbad said, come down from the car. And that was the only quarrel they had. Then he left. Now, on reaching home the next day, Primeboy found out that his bag and his manager's bag is inside the Prado with Mohbad, the one that Mohbad used. So he decided to decided to send Mohbad's wife a message in regards to the bag. This is where I said this evidence alone shows she knows a lot, and that boy died before 12.
Now let's break this down in simple terms. The most important part of that chat is the response from Mohbad's wife. On September 11th, Primeboy messaged her how he could get his bag, which was left in Mohbad's car from their show the night before, instead of a simple reply like, okay, I'll send it with a dispatch rider or you can come pick it up. Her response was, please don't come here for now. I'll let you know. Verydarkman's question is, why would she say that? Why stop him from coming to the house? He argues that his response is suspicious because it suggests that something was already wrong with Mohbad at that time. And she didn't want anyone, especially his close friend, to come over and see what was happening. So just sit back and take a watch.
See the message he sent. You remember Mohbad died on the 12th. This message was on the 11th. Listen. On the 11th, Primeboy sent Mohbad's wife. He said, good morning, Seaway. My bag is there. and show how can I get it. I am on the island, please. This is the response. This message he sent was around 11:54. Mohbad wife at around 8:54 a.m. Mohbad wife responded about 4 hours later, and this was her response. And this response alone shows that something had happened to the boy. She said, "Please don't come here for now. I will let you know." Go back to what the boy asked. He said, "My bag is there. How can I get it? I am on the island." Primeboy then said, "I am coming to get it from the house." He said, "How can I get my bag? I am on the island." Primeboy refused to send Mohbad a message because him and Mohbad don't get problem. Inside the form, friends don't get issue. You know, go on talk to him first. So he decided to reach out to his wife. Obviously, Primeboy did not want to go to the house because of the previous beef, wahala when he get with Mohbad, the argument they had. So he didn't want to go to the house. This response from Mohbad's wife showed that something had happened. Because why is she not responding with something like, "Okay, I'll look for a dispatch rider to send you the bag"? She quickly responded by blocking the thoughts of Primeboy of even thinking of coming to the house to go and pick the bag by himself. So she said, "Please don't come here for now. I will let you know." This was on the 11th, a day before Mohbad died. And the next thing after this chat, the next day, they just woke up Primeboy that Mohbad don't die. So the last time Primeboy spoke to Mohbad was on the show. Again, if not that something had happened, Wunmi would have highlighted reference to the quarrel they had on the show. Something like, "Don't mind your friend, forget Mohbad, don't mind him, he's sleeping. You can come home and get your bag." But she immediately blocked the boy from coming. Think, it only means that this boy don't buy as at the time. Now, how did Primeboy get his bag? Primeboy then reached out, after she sent him this message, Primeboy then reached out to a guy named Lifestyle. Lifestyle then said, "I have seen your bag." And I said, "But I am leaving the house now." Lifestyle left. Now gave Primeboy a number of somebody in the house. Now that person that went to the house to collect the bag, they didn't let the person enter. That is Primeboy's road manager. They didn't let him enter the house. They gave him the bag outside and he turned back. I am convinced, say Mohbad died on the 11th and not on the 12th. And that video where they carry that boy, Mohbad is there, that's him. Don't cool down, don't think about how to go about it. So the boy actually died on the 11th based on this chat and based on how convinced I am. Now, my question is this, and this is why I say the police have been compromised, the police that were in charge of this case. Why did they arrest Primeboy? The only reason why I think they arrested Primeboy was to divert attention from the truth. Because go back again, from this chat, that Wunmi say, "Please don't come back here for now. Please don't come here for now." This period, she was still with Mohbad as at 11:16 p.m. Wunmi and Mohbad were together. Then the next day, which is 12th of September, they announced that Mohbad don't buy. So she was with him 48 to 24 hours before he died. Because she was with him in the Ikorodu show. She was with him on Monday because the show was on Sunday. On Monday, when Primeboy told her he wants his bag, she was with him and she told him that don't come here now.
Now, this is where it gets even more serious. Verydarkman takes a deep step further and claimed that the police investigation was compromised. He says that Primeboy showed this same chat to the police when he was invited for questioning. According to Verydarkman, if the police had seen this message and the suspicious timeline, they should have investigated it further. Instead, they arrested Primeboy and held him for 4 months. Wow. VDM believes the arrest was just a way to divert attention from the real people and event that led to Mohbad's death. He feels that if the police were truly seeking justice, this chat should have been a major lead for them. So, what does this all mean? We have a new theory suggesting the timeline of Mohbad's death might be different from what we know. and a key piece of evidence that Verydarkman believes points to a cover-up. But what do you guys think? Is Verydarkman making a very valid point with this chat evidence, or is it possible he is reading too much into a simple message? Do you believe Mohbad's wife's response was suspicious? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's discuss this respectfully, and please don't forget to like this video, share it so more people can see it, and subscribe to Mohbad's Trending Gist for more updates on this case. We will continue to follow this story closely.